All right, I'm going to teach you how to make a one-point perspective. This is the first activity that I want everybody to try and do just so you learn the basics, and you're going to try and build the table. What you will do is go File, New, and create a document that is 11 by 8.5, which as you can see it is. So I'm not going to recreate it, so you create that. So 11 by 8.5. So the first step is you're going to draw a horizon line. And for the purpose of this activity, we'll put it roughly in the middle. But before we do this, I want to set up something. I want to make sure you actually have access to the guides and rulers. So what you're going to do is you're going to go, and if see I have it checked off, so it's on. So let's under View, let's turn on your rulers, because they may not be on. And what I'm going to do is we're going to need this tool a little bit later on. So I'll say roughly in the middle of 8.5. And you could be precise here and go right in the middle. It doesn't really matter. In fact, I think it'll be a little bit nicer. Yeah, let's go right here at 4. So I'm going to click the paintbrush tool, click the Shift key, and drag over. Now, maybe this line is too thick. I'll leave it up to you to decide if you think that's too thick or not. And the horizon line is a little bit high. That's fine. So much like the tutorial, what we're going to do, the video we watched before, it shows us how to create a polygon tool that we can use to create what we need for our perspective lines. So what we're going to do is select a perspective line, keep it on shape, fill is blank, red, okay? We want red because, you know, this is going to be a separate layer, right? So I'm going to do that also, create this layer, and maybe I even want to call it my grid, so that I don't, you know, I'll delete this at the end. And over here I want 1 point perspective, so write 1. You probably have something else there. Over here, what you want is to click star, click 99% down here, and let me just see here, verify a few things. Make sure that this is not on the path, but on the shape, okay? And over here, I didn't add this here, but we want to click star, 99%, and we want 100 sides. Okay. The thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my horizon point right in the middle. So what I'm going to do is click where my ruler is and drag out. So basically click, and the sheet is 11, so 5.5 is the middle. And what I'm now going to do is go back to my polygon tool, and I'm going to, but before I do that, I'm going to go Command minus just so I can see the whole thing. And I'm going to click here right in the middle. And I'm going to pull out. And I want you to notice that this tool does move. So it's really important that you try and line your lines up right on the horizon line. So I'm happy with that. And I just noticed I have this twice. I'm going to delete this. Yes, I'm going to change this polygon to my grid. Okay, so that I know what it is. And now I can zoom back in. I could get rid of these guides for now, so how do I do that? I go clear guides, and they're gone. So if I need any more, I can go and get them after. So I'm going to go Command plus. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and get my paintbrush tool, and I will create a new layer, because I want everything to be on a new layer. And so I want that, I'm going to use this fourth line. I'm going to go click, then shift, and just drag over. It'll create a perfect line until I get to the other spot and try to put it exactly where it is. I'll stop there. Then I will follow the line, click, and you can see it's a little bit out of angle here. So I'm going to try and go a little higher. Whoops, Command Z. So I'll click here, click, and then shift. So try to make that as close as possible. And I'm going to go all the way. Well, and this is important. Don't click and then click over here. You want to go click here, then shift, because then it'll draw a perfectly straight line. If you don't do that, it won't be perfectly straight, and it won't look as good. Then I'll go over here and just click. All right. So that's pretty good. So now I'm going to go here and click and drag down. So perfect line to the other one. And then I'm going to go press the shift key. Go all the way over here, and I just noticed I made a mistake. I should be on the fourth line here, so I'm going to Command Alt Z that. 2 seconds to fix that. So if I'm on the fourth line here, I need to be on the fourth line there. Otherwise it'll look bad. Shift click, and here I am on the 4th line, and then over here click, then I'm going to go and drag it. Whoops, forgot to press the shift key. So we're going to go all the way over here, 4th line, and then there. And then I'm going to click here, and then click down here, and then shift and drag all the way over here, and then shift. I'm going to create a leg, and I'm going to create it right here. But before I create the leg, I need to drag this down to help me draw a perfect bottom of the leg. Okay, so I'm going to go here. So I click here, press the shift key, and I stop where I made my guide. And then I'm going to go, I'm going to just do that over. So I got to choose where it starts down here. So click. It'll probably help if I click the shift key. Click, shift. We're going to go like that. Then I'm going to click down here, shift. I'm going to make it one thick. Then shift and click all the way up. And then here I want to go click. And we're going to make it like one thick leg. Then go all the way up. Okay, so I want to use almost the same line here. So which line is that? It's kind of hard to spot, but just guesstimate it is I guess what I'm going to try and do here. So I'm going to go and click here, then click the shift key. Oops, shift. Go easier to draw from the bottom. Then click, shift over, click, shift up. Probably use the eraser tool there to fix that little glitch. Click down here, shift, oops, that's it. Click, and I want to go about, and here is where I could possibly use another guide to help me. Okay, tell me how far do I want to go? I want to go that far. So I'll go click, shift. I'm going to have to click over here. And then here, and then go all the way up. And I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I made a little boo-boo here, so I could go use the eraser tool or just have Command Z that, but I'm going quick so you can get it. So when you're done with this, what I want you to do, File, Save As, and export your table to show me that you've done it. And export it as a JPEG. In this case, it doesn't matter. This could be used as a background. This is an example of the table that was in the Giotto original perspective first, I believe, that's shown in the video example. So if you have any questions, please let me know.